How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin Barbecue. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today, we're talking Texas Twinkies. Football season is right around the corner. First game of the season is coming up in 2 days, and it's game day week, and today we're making one of my favorite football recipes. If you don't know what a Texas Twinkie is, it's just a jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese, cheddar, and of course, delicious fatty chopped brisket. Now, these are super simple to make, and truthfully, the longest part is prepping these because you got to slice and dice and scrape out the guts and do all that stuff. And of course, it's got bacon. We're going to wrap the whole thing in bacon. We're going to smoke it out on our smoker. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to cook these up. It's been a long time since I've cooked them. So I have a lot of my jalapenos prepped up here already, but I got 2 here. I'm going to show you the process, show you how to make it a little bit easier on yourself. So let's bring you in and get these jalapenos prepped up. All right, so to prep the jalapenos for our Texas Twinkies, what I recommend is getting a bowl to go ahead and scrape the guts and the seeds into, or you can leave them in there if you like them super hot. I'm in Minnesota and people here think ketchup is spicy, so we're going to go ahead and take most of the seeds out and a lot of the veins out. And this is just a 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon, and I like to go ahead and scrape the insides with this. It makes it easy. It's small enough I can get in there and does a good job of scraping them out. The first thing you want to do is get a nice sharp knife. This is my Dahlstrong Quantum Series paring knife. And you're just going to make a slit from about where the stem is, straight down like that. Now, once you have that, you can kind of go ahead and just get in there, and you're just going to kind of pop this open like that. And then at this point, it's super easy. You can just get in there and just kind of scrape everything out, as much as or as little as you want, or don't scrape anything. It doesn't matter to me. But we're going to go ahead and try and get the majority of this stuff out of there. And that is looking pretty good to me. Nice and open, enough room for our stuffing. So I will show you with the last jalapeno here. Take it, start at the top, cut straight down. You don't want to cut all the way through here. Go ahead and pop it open, and then just get in there with whatever you got, but I highly recommend a 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon, and just kind of pick it out and get the majority of that out. Like I said, as much or as little as you want. And there you go, nice and open. Now, to prepare our stuffing, I have a pound of chopped fatty brisket here from a brisket I smoked yesterday. And I use the fatty because that fat in there is going to kind of render down and cook in with this cream cheese and give it a really wonderful flavor. So at this point, you just want to grab your block of cream cheese, and it helps if you let it sit out at room temp for a little bit. And we're just going to throw that in. So 1 pound of chopped brisket, 1 block of cream cheese. Now we have 1 cup of cheddar cheese. In we go. At this point, it's all about getting your hands dirty. Get in there and just kind of mix it all around. You can use a spatula or something to fold this in if you want, but this is barbecue. It's supposed to be messy. So we're going to go ahead and get this all evenly incorporated. Now, as you're starting to get it incorporated, you can use your favorite rub to go ahead and season it up. We obviously have seasoning on the brisket, but we got a lot of cheese and a lot of cream cheese in here, so a little more seasoning won't hurt. I'm going to hit it with the Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub. Just a little dusting, seasoned to your taste, or don't add anything if you don't want to, and then just get back to mixing. Want to get all that seasoning mixed up in there nicely. All right, now we have it all mixed up, nice and evenly distributed throughout. We're going to set this off to the side, and we're going to get to work filling our jalapeno peppers here. And the easiest way I found to do this is still just by getting your hands dirty. Just grab some of your stuffing and go ahead and fill that jalapeno up. There you go, there's one. I'll show you one more here. Grab your jalapeno, just start stuffing. There's 2, looking good. I'm going to get the rest of these filled up, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to wrap these in bacon. All right, so you can see we have all the jalapenos stuffed here. Now we're going to get to wrapping them in bacon. It's going to be super easy. just going to take a piece of bacon, and this is center cut bacon, and I like this for these because it's a little bit thinner and it cooks more even. You can use thick cut if you want, but I probably wouldn't be cooking at a higher temperature. I'd probably rock at about 225 degrees. I'm going to be cooking at 325 today because this is meant to be a quick game day snack. But hey, if you want to use thick cut and you want to let these cook low and slow, absolutely go for it. Now at this point, we're just going to go ahead and get these all wrapped up. And if you do it right, you don't even need any toothpicks. Just get them all wrapped up and get it set to the side. I'll show you one more time here. Grab a piece of bacon, just kind of pull it out a little bit, and then just get it folded over, and then just start rolling it. Make sure you get it nice and even all the way up. And the important part is here is to make sure you seal up your opening where your stuffing is, because you want this bacon to kind of shrink and squeeze and hold it together. So that's kind of the game plan here. If you need to use more than one piece, go for it. But that's what we're going for right there. So I'm going to get the rest of these wrapped and I'll bring you back. All right, now at this point you can see I have all my Texas Twinkies wrapped up in bacon. And now what I like to do is I'm just going to come over it with a little bit of a sweet rub so we get that nice sweet heat. And we're also going to be saucing these with a little bit sweeter sauce because I want that balanced sweet heat when I eat these things. I don't want to be blown out one way or the other, too spicy, too sweet. We want balance. Barbecue's all about balance. So I'm going to be seasoning the tops of these with Sucklebuster's Honey Barbecue Rub. So we're just going to come in and we're just going to give it just a little bit. Don't go crazy, no need for that. But we're just going to give it a little bit more, just like that, just on top. All right, so now we got these seasoned up. We're going to get these out to the Pellet Pro 2300. I got it set for 325 degrees, and I'm actually going to cook these on this rack, on this pan, so the foil can catch the grease, because cooking at a little bit higher temp like that, 325, it's pretty easy to get a grease fire in your cooker. So I want to just go ahead and catch that grease. But nice thing about this tray is it leaves enough room on the bottom for the grease to collect. So, and at this point, we're just cooking these till they're done. So I'm going to get these outside. I'll bring you outside, and then we'll see how long it takes. So I'll meet you guys out at the cooker. All right, so we have the Texas Twinkies out on the Pellet Pro 2300. We got it set for 325 degrees. We're gonna let these go for about a half hour and we'll come out and check on it. We just wanna make sure that bacon's getting right and make sure that's done. And when the bacon's done, these are done. So we'll see you in 30 minutes. All right, so it's been an hour and 15 minutes and you can see our Texas Twinkies are looking absolutely awesome. They got great color, that bacon's crisped up. So now we're gonna go ahead and glaze them with a little sauce. And all I have here is Sucklebuster's Honey Barbecue Sauce. And we're just gonna hit them with a glaze. So now we got these all glazed up. You can see I did put 2 toothpicks in those two because that one started splitting. It's still gonna eat fine. We're gonna close this up and let this glaze set for about 5-10 minutes. We'll come out and check on them, and then we'll get them on the board and do a taste test. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. They're looking great. We got a nice glaze on them. I'm gonna get these inside, get them on the board, let them cool off, and then we're gonna jump in and do a taste test. So we'll see you in about 15 minutes. All right, guys, and here they are. Here's our finished Texas Twinkies. They look absolutely awesome. Let's just go over what we did again real quick. We started by chopping up 1 pound of fatty brisket, chopped it up so it was a little coarse. Then we threw in a brick of cream cheese, 1 block, and then we threw in a cup of cheddar cheese. We mixed it all together. We stuffed our jalapenos that we sliced down the middle, de-seeded, and then we wrapped it in center cut, thin cut bacon. We got it out on the Pellet Pro 2300 at 325 degrees. You can use any cooker to do this. Just watch your temperatures, watch how this stuff's cooking. Times are gonna vary for you depending on what kind of pit you're cooking on. And we let them go for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. Then we glazed them with our sweet sauce from Sucklebuster's Honey Barbecue. After we hit them with the honey barbecue rub on top, just for a little sweetness. We want that sweet heat balance going on. And we let that glaze set for about 5 minutes. We brought them in, we let them cool down, and now it's time to try them. I'm super excited. These look absolutely delicious. They smell wonderful. So let's go ahead and give this bad boy a taste test. Go ahead and try this one right here. Smells really good. Cheers. Man, that is so good. You get the cream cheese, you get the cheese, and then you get that brisket, which is absolutely fantastic. It's got that nice smoky flavor and that brisket texture inside of it. The bacon's cooked right. It's bite through. The pepper's cooked down a little bit. It's not crunchy. It's not too hot because we went ahead and de-seeded them. There's still quite a bit of a bite here, which is great for me. I like it. But then you get that sweet sauce on top that balances everything out. These are absolutely delicious. I'm going to finish this off and then we'll close out this video. Guys, if you're all about football season like I am, you have to make these at your next game day party. I highly recommend it. They're super quick. You can throw them out there and let them cook while you're watching the pregame or setting your fantasy football lineup. But either way, you're going to love them, and I guarantee everyone who's over is going to love them. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.